For over 2 decades, one name has defined WWE for an entire generation: John Cena. From the moment he burst onto the scene, Cena's presence was impossible to ignore. He brought a unique blend of charisma, athleticism, and heart that set him apart from everyone else in the business. He wasn't just a wrestler. He was a superhero in the eyes of millions, especially young fans who saw themselves in his journey. Cena's signature "never give up" motto wasn't just a catchphrase. It became a rallying cry for anyone facing adversity, both inside and outside the ring. His energy was infectious, and his message resonated far beyond the squared circle. Cena's resilience in the ring, battling giants like Brock Lesnar and The Big Show, made him a living symbol of hope and perseverance. No matter how tough the odds, he always found a way to stand tall, inspiring fans to believe that anything was possible if you refused to quit. His epic matches became legendary, each one a testament to his unbreakable spirit. But Cena's impact went far beyond the ring. His connection with fans, especially children, was unmatched, granting more Make-A-Wish wishes than anyone in history. For countless kids facing unimaginable challenges, Cena was more than a champion. He was a real-life hero who brought hope and joy when it was needed most. Cena truly lived his message, both inside and outside the ring, forging a bond with fans that went beyond wins and losses. Whether he was performing in front of thousands or meeting fans one-on-one, he made everyone feel seen and valued. His dedication to giving back set a new standard for what it means to be a superstar. As his in-ring career wound down and Hollywood called, Cena announced a final farewell tour in 2024. It was a bittersweet moment for fans, marking the end of an era, but also the beginning of a new chapter for their hero. Cena's transition to acting showed that his influence would continue to grow, reaching new audiences around the world. The farewell tour became a year-long celebration, a heartfelt thank you to the fans who stood by him through every triumph and setback. Each event was filled with emotion, nostalgia, and gratitude, as Cena reflected on his journey and the people who made it possible. But as the final curtain drew near, no one could have predicted how this last chapter would unfold, or the passionate debate it would ignite about what it truly means to be a legend. Cena's legacy, built on resilience, kindness, and connection, left the world of wrestling forever changed. December 26, 2025. Saturday night's main event. The world was buzzing with anticipation for what was billed as John Cena's final match, a night that would be etched in wrestling history. All eyes were glued to the ring as Cena faced Gunther, a dominant new force in WWE, whose meteoric rise had captured the imagination of fans and critics alike. The arena was electric, buzzing with emotion and hope. Fans from all generations gathered, united by the dream of witnessing a storybook ending for their hero. Cena fought valiantly, drawing on every ounce of experience and heart. He landed his signature moves, thrilling the crowd and coming agonizingly close to victory more than once. But then, in a moment that no one saw coming, Gunther locked in a brutal submission hold. The crowd held its breath as Cena, after a desperate struggle, tapped out. A stunned silence swept the arena, disbelief hanging in the air. The hero who taught us to never give up had just given up. For many, it felt like the end of an era, a moment that shattered expectations. Fans were left reeling, some in shock, others in anger. How could this be the ending for a man who had inspired millions to persevere against all odds? Instantly, social media exploded with debate and speculation. Was this the right way to say goodbye to a legend? Was there more to the story than met the eye? Many felt Cena deserved a triumphant send-off, a victory lap to honor his years of dedication and the countless memories he'd given the WWE Universe. Instead, the loss felt jarring, a contradiction to everything Cena had stood for. The disappointment was palpable, echoing through the crowd and across the world. WWE's decision was met with outrage. Sports panels and podcasts lit up with heated debates, and the conversation about Cena's legacy took center stage in the wrestling world. But behind the disappointment and controversy, a deeper tradition was at play, one that has defined wrestling for generations. This wasn't just a loss, it was a message, a passing of the torch, and a reminder that even legends must eventually step aside for the future. In that moment, the world realized that the way we say goodbye to our heroes can change everything, and it was about to redefine how we see legends forever. To longtime wrestling fans, Cena's loss wasn't a mistake, it was tradition. In the world of professional wrestling, endings are rarely about the individual. They're about the legacy left behind, and the future that's being built in the ring. When a legend like John Cena steps into the spotlight for what could be his final match, the outcome is about much more than wins and losses. In wrestling, legends often lose their final match to elevate the next generation. This isn't just a storyline, it's a time-honored tradition that stretches back decades, shaping the very fabric of the sport. By allowing a younger star to win, the legend gives them a moment that can define their entire career. It's called going out on your back, a rite of passage that keeps the story moving forward. This act is a silent promise that wrestling will always have new heroes, and that the journey never truly ends with one person. By losing, a legend passes the torch, giving credibility to the rising star. It's a way of saying, this is the one to watch now. The audience sees the respect, and the new champion gains instant legitimacy. Icons like Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, and The Rock all lost their farewell matches. Each loss was a powerful moment, not just for the wrestler leaving, but for the one stepping up. These matches become legendary, not because of who won, but because of what they meant. It's a selfless act, showing commitment to the future of the business. Legends know that their legacy is measured not just by their victories, but by the stars they help create. Fans want their heroes to win, but wrestling is about building what's next. The emotional reactions in the crowd, cheers, tears, even disappointment, are all part of the magic that makes these moments unforgettable. A legend's final loss is a gift, a foundation for new stars to shine. It's the ultimate endorsement, a way to say, you're ready to carry this forward. The torch is passed, and a new chapter begins. It's bittersweet, but it's how wrestling survives and evolves. Every goodbye is also a welcome to the future, and every ending is a new beginning for someone else. Cena's tap-out wasn't defeat, it was a powerful endorsement. In that moment, he told the world that the next generation is ready, and that the story is bigger than any one superstar. The story didn't end, it turned the page. Wrestling is a living history, always moving forward, always evolving, and always honoring those who came before. For Gunther, it was the beginning of a new era. The spotlight shifted, and a new hero was born in front of our eyes. For Cena, it was the ultimate act of respect for the industry he loved. He left the ring not just as a champion, but as a mentor, a leader, and a true legend. And for fans, it's a lesson in how legends truly say goodbye, by ensuring the show and the spirit of wrestling always goes on. Seth Rollins, a top WWE star, quickly defended Cena's final loss. In an interview, Rollins explained, if Cena had won, the story would end with him. But by losing, Cena made Gunther the headline, the man who retired a legend. This is the essence of passing the torch. In wrestling, a legend's star power is handed to the next generation. Cena's loss instantly elevated Gunther, making him a true main eventer. Rollins emphasized that Cena understood this tradition better than anyone. Cena's career was built on doing what was best for the business. His final act wasn't about ego, it was about legacy. The decision was a sign of ultimate respect, not disrespect. Cena used his last match to secure WWE's future. That's what makes a true legend. Seth Rollins noticed something remarkable in Cena's last moments. Just before tapping out, Cena smiled. That smile changed everything. It wasn't defeat, it was satisfaction. Cena was in control, choosing to elevate Gunther and the business. A win would have been a personal moment, but a loss created a legacy for someone else. Cena's smile was pride, a leader's final lesson. Throughout his career, Cena led by example, setting the standard for professionalism and dedication. In his last match, he showed what true leadership means, putting the company first. For fans disappointed by the loss, this perspective reveals a deeper meaning. Cena didn't give up on his motto, he redefined it. He never gave up on WWE's future. His final tap-out was an act of creation, not surrender. He made a new star, and that was his greatest victory. Cena's legacy is leadership, right to the very end. Cena's farewell wasn't just one match, it was a year-long celebration. Highlights included a shocking heel turn with The Rock, a brutal street fight win over Cody Rhodes, and finally winning the Intercontinental title in Boston. He revisited old rivalries, teamed with friends, and gave fans a tour of his entire journey. Not every moment was perfect, but the tour was a massive success. Superstars from every era paid tribute, sharing stories of Cena's impact. The tour was about legacy, not just wins and losses. It was a fitting, emotional goodbye to one of WWE's greatest. Cena's farewell tour coincided with WWE's biggest media move, Monday Night Raw's debut on Netflix. For the first time, fans worldwide could stream WWE's flagship show live. Cena's final year reached millions, with each appearance feeling like a global event. The Netflix partnership brought WWE to a new generation, blending tradition with technology. Cena's farewell was one of the first major storylines on the platform. Fans could watch live, rewatch, and catch up with ease. This new era of streaming marked a bold future for WWE storytelling. Netflix's expansion into live sports opened new doors for WWE stars. On Christmas Day 2025, Seth Rollins made his NFL broadcasting debut on Netflix. Rollins's charisma and quick wit translated perfectly to sports commentary. This crossover showcased WWE talent as true entertainers beyond the ring. The partnership with Netflix is creating new opportunities for superstars. Rollins's NFL debut is just the beginning of WWE's presence in mainstream sports. Cena's career was never just about wins. It was about connection, work ethic, and positivity. His final loss to Gunther didn't diminish his legacy. It completed it. Cena's selfless choice created a new star and gave deeper meaning to never give up. He didn't just refuse to lose. He refused to give up on WWE's future. The farewell tour, broadcast to a global audience, bridged WWE's past and future. Cena's story is a lesson in leadership and love for wrestling. The initial shock faded, revealing the true meaning of that final bell. Cena didn't just lose, he passed the torch. His final gift was a strong, exciting future for WWE. His legacy is secure, not for his victories, but for the lives he touched and the business he left better than he found it.